size of this place, man. It's absolutely massive. Hello folks and welcome back to another video. In this week's video I've been invited down to Morris Lazy Auctions. Now I can't believe I've actually been invited down here, and today I'm here to have a look at some of these mental cars that are going to be up for auction very soon. So other than actually looking at the cars that are around here, we're going to actually be taking a select few of them out and having a little drive of them and a review of them. So this is going to be absolutely mental. I'm so happy to be here. This is crazy. But before I went for a proper look around, I got asked if I wanted to go out for a passenger run in this Mark II Escort. I'm here with Adrian. We are in the Mark II Escort, but you can see it's obviously stripped out, full rally spec. We're just going to go down the airfield now and see if it'll stay running. Hopefully, it should. So as you can see, we're obviously left-hand driving here, so it's imported from somewhere. Africa?
Can't remember where it's
from. I don't know, somewhere. But we're Olympic blue paintwork, but as we said, we're obviously just fully stripped out in here with a 2 litre Pinto up ahead. Goes well, eh?
It's a bit bumpy.
Aye.
You did say take it easy, but I was like, yeah, a wee bit.
So here is a Mark II Escort from the outside. We've obviously got the big rally fogs on the front, RS wheels on the side, but this thing is absolutely mental. Never been out in one of these before. It's one of my dream cars, but aye, what a cool car. Obviously stripped it in the boot as well, battery relocated into here as well, with the RS wheel, spare wheel, but that is crazy. And there it is, the 2 litre Pinto. Look at that. Lovely. And while we've got the whole rest of the auction house to look round, here's a little closer look at that Mark II Escort. If you come inside, you'll obviously notice that it's left-hand drive as well. And we've not got much of the original interior left, maybe just the dashboard, I think that's about it, and maybe the carpet. But we've got some metal door cards here, bucket seats. Surprisingly, there's no cage in it, but aye, we're stripped out in the back as well. This thing is absolutely crazy. So I think it is a shade of Olympic blue. I'm not sure if it's a bang-on shade. You can see the paintwork's not perfect, but it's built for racing, so I think that's the least of its worries. But this car is really cool. So now that we've had a look around the Mark II, let's go and see some other cars. And there's a lot of them. So as you come in from the registration office, you're hit with these, a little MGB GT and a couple of old Morrises, and then that takes you right into the first hall. So as you've come into the first hall, we've got another matching MG there, same sort of colour, and then we've got a few Mercs there, and then one of the really weird Volkswagen Beetle pickups. But we're going to come along these first 2 rows here. So on this side, we've got a really cool old pickup style work truck, really cool. I'm not quite sure what it is, but that is really cool. I love the old style sign writing on it. Then we've got a Morris Traveller. It's got faded paintwork, but it's really cool. It shows its age as well, which is really nice. Genuine example as well, really cool. And now its first registration was on the 1st of July 1982. And one really cool thing with this is it's got little headlight wipers, but they're it's like an actual brush, which is really cool. But that is very smart. Now, one of the cars that stands out to me here is this Rolls-Royce Corniche 2. I've never seen one of these before. It really stands out to me because of that back wheel arch there. Look at that flare sort of coming up on the rear quarter. I really like that. It looks so evil. Look at that, man. Really like the look of this thing. As we come further down the line, we've got a Daimler, and then another car that stands out is this Mark IV Fiesta. This thing has 12,000 miles on it, which is crazy. I was wondering why it was so clean. So just look at these arches, man. Sill as well, absolutely solid. Back arch, solid again. But look how clean this thing is, man. That's absolutely crazy. So this car's going up for auction on Saturday and there's no reserve for it, so you could pick yourself up a wee bargain with this thing. Next we've got this thing, I'm not sure what it is. What's it saying there? Lanchester. I've never seen one of these in my life. I'm sorry if I'm getting anything wrong, but this thing is absolutely mental. It's cool to see something like this, but I don't think there's much saving it. There's not even a roof. But imagine the history of this car. There must be so many stories to tell with this. If you did want to do a little bit of research on this, it has got a registration plate on it, CS805, so I don't know if anything will come up, but if you want to have a look at it, have a look. And then another extremely clean little hatchback is this Vauxhall Corsa C. On the little bit of paper with the information, it's saying it's on 15,000 miles, but it's not been checked, so I don't know, but it does look like it's done that sort of mileage, because it's that clean. And on the next row here, the first sort of car slash van we see is this Citroen 2 CV6. Now, this one's for my mum. She really loves these sort of things. She loves the old Citroens, so we'll have a wee look around this car. Now, if we have a little look in the interior of this, wow, that's the lightest door ever. Look at how thin it is. That is the lightest door ever. And it's very basic inside. It's got 72,000 miles on it. We don't know if that's real or no. That's not been checked. But aye, 72,000 miles. Speedo, fuel gauge, and then tells you how to change the gears. And that's pretty much it. That's all you get in the interior of this. But obviously space in the back as well for whatever you want to do with this. But that is pretty cool. I'm not going to be able to go into each car because there's just hundreds of cars. So we've got a Mercedes there, Morris Minor, Mustang, another Jag up there. We've got an Austin A40. I've never seen one of these before in my life. Pretty spacious in the back there. It's a sort of van estate thing, but that's pretty cool. We've got a Jeep Wrangler, a pretty fancy Rolls Royce here, finished in a brown, with brown interior. Not sure about that. Little Z3 and then a Jaguar as well. At the start of this next row, we've got the Peugeot 205 GTI. This one's been a 1.6. Very brave interior. We've got the red carpet. That is one of the best steering wheels, the GTI steering wheel. Lovely red bucket seats as well with the matching door cards. And it's pretty much all the same throughout. Got a Toyota Celica there, pretty nice. Another old Mercedes, a BMW 330ci, and then a Mercedes up there as well. Massey Ferguson tractor there, pretty cool. Jeep Cherokee, another Mercedes there. A little Fiat Punto there. This thing's pretty clean as well. This hasn't done many miles either. 16,000 miles, just under 17,000 miles. Pretty clean, this thing. And then another really interesting car. You're seeing less and less of these each day now. This is a wee Citroen Saxo VTR. It's done 95,000 miles, which isn't too bad for an early 2000s hatchback, but these are pretty cool. A Mercedes SLK, a Jaguar S-Type, and after the Jag we've got this Audi 100 Quattro Avant. This thing is absolutely mental. It's got white pearlescent paint, which is absolutely crazy because this was first registered in 1989, so for it to have pearlescent paint, that is mental. But you can see it's a pretty spacious car, but only bad thing, we've got a wee bit of a droopy exhaust there, but that is very cool. So that does it for the first haul. Now we're into the big haul. Look at the size of this place, man. It's absolutely massive. Now in the first row of this haul we've got a lot more modern vehicles. They're still early 2000s, but they're just a bit more modern than a lot of the stuff you're seeing in here. Triumph Stag there, pretty cool, nice blue colour. But a couple of Mark IV Golfs there. And then we come to this thing. This is an Armstrong Siddeley. Never seen one of these before, but I just got shown this by Keith. But this is absolutely mental. It looks so weird. It's got like a sort of big roof on it, but it's also very wide if I come to the front here. Just look at how wide that is. But this is pretty cool, really cool. It looks pretty clean as well for its age. Now next to the big Armstrong, we've got the Holy Grail, the Mark I Escort Mexico. Look at this thing. Finished in Olympic blue. This thing is absolutely beautiful. I really like the steel wheels on it. This is pretty cool. We've got the chrome centre caps as well. Fog lights on the front. Couple of little bits on it, like the front wing. Just a couple of rough little bits. But in terms of the interior, it all looks pretty much standard. We've got the RS seats, original dash and clocks. Pretty much all the same here. The steering wheel's been changed obviously, but this thing is really cool. But sitting in this driver's seat, it's definitely inspiring to have one of these one day. This is one of my dream cars, so sitting in here is pretty mental. We've just got some rows and rows of absolutely mega cars here. I wish I could go through them all, but I think we'd be here for days. And then I got the chance to go out in a car I never even thought I'd get the chance to sit in. The Subaru Impreza Series McRae. These are so rare. I've never seen one of these in my life before, never in person anyway, but this is absolutely crazy. Let's go and have a wee bit of a closer look around this car. Listen to that burble off the exhaust, wow. But it's just got Series McRae all over it. And my favourite bit of the car is the bucket seats. Look at these. Recaro bucket seats with Series McRae stitched into them. This is absolutely mental. Look at the design as well. It looks in pretty good condition. And even the mats, even the floor mats have got Series McRae put into them. This is absolutely crazy. So while we've got the car out on the runway, why don't we go and have a little drive it? On this, but it's pretty clean to be fair, and it was previously sold at Mathewson's, which is pretty cool. It's got a bit of history as well, but the guy that had it, or that's auctioning it off this time, he's done quite a lot of work to it, and the guy's a mechanic, so he's done quite a lot of work to it, and he spent quite a bit, but I think he's just out of love with it now, so he's put it up for auction, so someday will be lucky enough to get this on Saturday. But aye, what a noise.
Be nice if we could hear it, Aidan. Dip the clutch, give it a rev. That's better.
There you go.
There you go, lad. Right, just follow the road around here, you're going to be fine, eh? They're quite limited edition, these, aren't they? There's not many of them about.
Not many at all.
No.
This is, I said it on the video, this is the first time I've ever seen one of them in person. So.
I've seen them on, I've seen them at Knock Hill, but I've not actually seen one in the flesh. Or the metal.
So obviously this is where the Series McRae Impreza was, but if we turn around to the other side, we see this Jag. Now it looks lovely, it looks like a nice Jag, lovely colour, but if we look on the interior of this, if we come just inside over to the dash, those are genuine signatures from Stirling Moss and Jackie Stewart, which is absolutely mental. So that brings the value of this car up way higher than it would be if it was just a normal Jaguar. Look at how cool that is. And then if we come back to where the Subaru sits, there's this beautiful Porsche 944. I really love the look of these, especially with these wheels on it. It just looks so nice. Look at the wood fit as well. Look at that arch. Absolutely minted. And the estimate on this car is just £6,000 to £6,750, which is pretty good to be fair. If I had the money just sitting there, I'd definitely go for that. And then next to the Porsche 944, we've got the Smart Roadster and then that lovely Mark II Escort as well. But then right opposite the Mark II Escort, we've got this massive Ford F-150 pickup. What the hell? I'm actually going to take a wee seat in it. I've never sat in something like this, so we'll open the door and have a wee seat inside. Oh my god, it's like a couch in here. It's literally a big bench. What the hell? Here's me sitting on the driver's side, and then the dashboard just goes for miles right over to this side. So you can actually have 3 people in the front of this. Look at this channel there for the gearbox. There's my foot. The channel is absolutely massive for that gearbox. What the hell? And then obviously you've got, this is where you select your gears and stuff, big American thing. And then we come to this sort of top corner here. And first thing that sticks out is this Ford Escort 1.6 gear. Look at that bright orange paint. That is minted. Opening the door here. Look at this interior. I really love the steering wheel and these wee tiny horn in the middle, and it's just a nice wee shape. It's not too big either. But aye, we've got the Gia badge on the dash there. But this thing looks pretty clean, like. Pretty nice. And look at that, 22,000 miles. What the hell? The car was first registered in March 1981, and the guide price for this is just £5,750 to £6,000. So I'd say that's pretty good. So I'm just about finished looking in the main hall there at that Volvo and stuff, and I get a phone from Keith. He's the guy that invited me down today from Morris Leslie, and he's pulled up outside of this car that you can probably hear burbling in the background. He's left me the car running, and he just told me to take it over to that grass patch there, get some photos and videos of it. So are you ready to see this? That is absolutely minted. Evo 10, look at that, 2009 plate. Let's go and get in this thing and take it over there. Look at how nice this is. Look at these bucket seats, man. I've never seen one of these in person. I've managed to set these up on the dash here. So this is a 5-speed manual. Right, let's get this thing over onto the grass. This is a 25 grand car, so better be careful. But we're going to go and take it over onto the grass for some pictures. Oh. This is absolutely mental. I never thought I'd be doing this on a Thursday morning, I can tell you that for free. Right, so we're over onto the grass now, so I'll just park it up and then we'll get some photos and videos of it, like Keith says. Right, a little sound check for you. Having a look inside, it's got the beautiful Evo bucket seats. The rest of the interior is nice as well. We've got a couple of nice bits of carbon as well on the gear knob and then on the handbrake as well. Nice steering wheel, we've got all the button controls. Obviously it's a saloon as well, so we've got the 5 doors, very practical indeed. We've got nice sort of suede Alcantara in here on the seats as well. This is just such a nice spec. So the Mitsubishi Evo 10 FQ400 is back inside now. That thing is absolutely mental. Can't believe I actually got to sit in it and give it a wee drive. And it's rumoured that the FQ stands for quick, and I'd pretty much believe that because it's absolutely mental. So what a car, can't believe I got to go out in that. So after seeing the Evo, we're back inside, back in the hall where we were. So we'll keep going down this row here and look at some of these cars. And next to the MG, we've got this, a Vanden Plas, or Vanden Plas, however you want to say it. This is really cool. I like the two-tone with the yellow pinstripe. But look at how luxurious it looks inside. Big, massive leather bench. Looks comfy as anything. Wow. And it smells like how it looks, proper old. But that's cool. Then we've got a couple other Mercs, a wee SL there as well, and then we've got this Triumph Stag. Now this might look familiar if you've just watched the new special of the Grand Tour. This is the exact same colour as the Stag that James May drove on that, so this is pretty cool. I think this will sell well on Saturday just because of that episode that they done on the Grand Tour, but that's pretty cool. Lovely colour. We then have this big Austin, first registered in 1935. It is absolutely mental that it's still going, but we've got suicide doors. Look at how cool that is. Proper luxury that. Very green inside as well, like that big Volkswagen bus that was up there. But that's just so cool. Next to the Austin we then have this, the little Mark 1 MR2. These are really cool. I've never seen one of these in person either, only seen the newer shapes. But this is so cool. If you take a seat in the interior, you can see how it's all driver focused. Look at all the clusters around here and stuff, all your controls. But it's all focused towards the driver, which is a nice thing that Toyota used to do. Yeah, there we go. Starts right up. It's revving really high at just over 2,000 revs, but you get the gist of it and it starts right up. Another lovely Mercedes, and then we've got the Mark 6 Ford Escort Estate. Now the estimated price guide for this is £750 to £1,250, which isn't bad at all. Now I think that's an absolute bargain for the amount of car that you're getting. If you're looking for an estate and you're not bothered about having the newest car ever, I think this is a really great buy. It's got electric windows, radio, it's even got a bit for tape decks, which is cool. But this is still an amazing car and they should still be getting used. So if you're in the market for an Escort Estate, then I know this video is going out later than the auction, but this is the sort of prices you're getting these for. This is absolutely mental. And then once you come past the Golf, it starts to get a bit fancier now. We've got the big Rover there, and then we've just got a couple of rows of Bentleys and Rolls Royces. Very fancy. Over here, this Bentley was £350,000 brand new, and it's now worth about 50 grand, which is mental. It's only a 2014 as well, but it's really nice inside. But £350,000 for this is absolutely mental. And then we can come down, more Bentleys, Rolls Royces and stuff, but that's on both sides, so we've got them there and then over there as well. But sitting beside this massive Rolls Royce, we've got this lovely TVR. This thing is an absolute racket. It's got a couple of motorbike back boxes on it, so it's an absolute racket with that V8. But lovely TVR Tuscan. These are always really quirky inside as well. And if you're wondering where the door handle is, it's actually under the mirror. Push that button and then eventually you get your door open. But just look at how cool these are inside. Lovely dash in these. So cool. Next to the Daimler is this Ford Model A, manufactured in 1929. It is absolutely mental that this is still going. It's got the big bed in the back for whatever you've done in 1929. But spare wheel, obviously to match the rest of the yellow wheels. But this thing's mental. Can't believe this is still on the road. And then next to the pickup sort of Model A, we have another Model A, but this one looks a bit different. This one's from 1930, but it's got this lovely metallic red paint on the top half, and then a lovely gloss black on the bottom as well. But same with this one, really basic inside. Couple of speedos on the dash there, steering wheel, and a bit of a comfier bench in this one. This one's actually got a bit of padding, but how cool is that? Then coming through from the main auction hall, we have this Cavalier SRI. Now this will probably stand out to a few of my viewers because a lot of these are into their 90s stuff. It's got tinted backlights, it's obviously lowered a bit as well, it's quite decked. But this is really cool. You hardly see these nowadays either. I've only seen a few in person, to be fair, so this is really cool. So I'm out with Adrian again. We're out in the Vauxhall Colibri, but it's no standard, this one.
Not standard, no. This is running serious power. Red top, I do believe. Crackles, pops, bangs. You'll hear it all down that runway.
Dump up as well, eh? So aye, it's got plenty of noise, so we'll go and see how this one performs.
Not playing ball there.
Nah, don't like it.
She's not going past 29.
They seem to have entered a sort of limp mode in it.
Yeah, that's just
30 mile an hour max speed. So we brought the Cavalier out, but it's just not running right. It's not going to sort of 30 mile an hour. It's quite weird, but aye, as you can see, it's really cool. It's just a shame it's not running right, but we've got the big red top in there, full kit on it as well, and it's pretty nice, like. So we're in the 205, we're taking a wee drive just on this wee grass area, but it's really cool. It's pretty loud back there because we've got the old wheels there. I'm not really going fast, so I'm going to rev it quite a bit, but what a cool car, man. I cannot believe that I'm getting to drive these cars today. What an experience, man. I'm so lucky, really lucky. But aye, what a cool car. Right, I've had to borrow Keith's phone for this, because mine just died, but we are now in the Porsche 944. How cool is this? I was just looking at this a wee while ago, thinking about how cool it was, so we're going to take this up the grass. I'm so scared to stall them when I start driving. So we're on the grass now, but one thing I noticed when I was driving along here, the revs go backwards round the way, so when you give it a rev, it's obviously going that way. That is weird. So aye, what a beauty this thing is. Looks really cool. Lovely red paint as well, and the big glass hatch on the back with the spoiler. How cool is that? Say it's got pop-ups as well. That's so funny, and it sounds pretty decent too. Lovely. And unfortunately, that brings us to the end of what's been an absolutely amazing day down at Morris Leslie Auctions. I want to say a massive thank you to Keith for inviting me down for the day, a massive thank you to Adrian and all the rest of the team at Morris Leslie. They made me feel like I was right at home as well. Thanks to you guys as well for watching the video. I hope you did enjoy it. It was definitely different, still car related, but something a bit different for you. So thank you very, very much for watching this video. Please like this video, comment down below and subscribe to the channel if you are new or you're watching my videos and you're not subscribed. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.